Salama Lama Duma, it's your boy Miner, and today we're back with another video. We are going to be reacting to people's secret confession. People's secret confessions. And before we get into the video, you better make sure that you follow me on all my socials. Yes, my Instagram, my TikTok, and better subscribe to this channel because I want to be disturbing your notifications. And without further ado, let's get into the video. I set up a microphone in public and asked strangers to share a secret. Okay. After they sharing, they will either show their face or walk away unknown.
Hi, my big secret is that I just read the John F. Kennedy assassination report and found out that my grandfather, Edward Grady Parton, may have been behind the president's murder.
What? Your grandfather? You are still working there? How can you just come? How can you just come in front of camera and tell and tell people that your grandfather has killed a president? Ooh, people are full of wonders. Let's
That's
see.
big news to me, and I hope you have a
That's
beautiful
big
day.
news to you. Wow, that's amazing, bro.
A few years ago, I found out that my husband was gay and cheating on me with men and that he was using a lot of drugs, and I'm still with him.
A few years ago, you found out something about your husband. Wait, this didn't. You found out something about your husband. He was gay, doing drugs, cheating on you, not with women, but with men. And you're here sitting with him. Hey, 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 hey. It's not my business, but you are mentally absurd. My sister, you need God.
Together for like 5 years since then. I don't want to tell anybody. I don't want anyone to know.
You don't want to tell anybody. My sister, you need God. You need God. And she walks out. You haven't walked away unknown. I can see by your hair figure.
Secretly, I guess, keep it to myself that I'm bisexual for 18 years.
What's wrong, man?
I just decided that I need to leave my husband.
You just decided that you need to leave your husband. And you're posting it. You are doing it on a public view. Imagine your husband is watching this. His first heartbreak is seeing you on YouTube saying that you want to drop him. Hey, that could never be me. Go for me.
I'm trying to leave, but I can't.
Wait, you are even trying to leave, but you can't. And you are still posting it. My brother, if you see this, drop. Hey! Some people need God. What? And you are laughing. Wow.
So, a couple years ago, my great-grandmother passed away. And so when I went to Florida for the funeral, after the ceremony, my grandmother took my great-grandmother's ashes and went to where my great-grandfather's ashes were, and she put them in the same grave, which was ironic because they got divorced when my grandma was 10. So, she didn't tell anybody about it, but it was her last act of trying to get them back together.
Oh.
I'm sure most people don't know this about me, but I was arrested once and taken.
Wait. You come in front of a camera, you say, I'm sure most people don't know about this or don't know this about me. But I've been arrested before. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows. Let's get back
to jail. There was a fight going on in the front yard of a party, and I went out on the front steps, not knowing that in a condominium, the front steps are public property. They don't belong to the condo owner. And I had just grabbed a beer. And instead of breaking up the fight, the police came around through the bushes, one policeman, and grabbed my wrists and broke my watch band. And it was a very special watch my parents had given me. So I leaned down to get the watch, and the policeman turned a dog on me. I pulled away, and then I was arrested for resisting arrest, put in a paddy wagon. Then we got to the police station, they locked me up. But I understand police brutality. I understand being arrested when you haven't done anything wrong, and I'm very sorry for anybody else who has experienced this.
Mi secreto es que estoy muy enojada porque no puedo ir a las manifestaciones en contra del racismo por mi situación en el país.
Wow.
I have been lying on my resume that I was a double major ever since I graduated college, and that I had a 3.5 GPA. It was definitely not the case. More of like a C student.
That's white people problem. Double major and 3.5 GPA. My friend, if I fail, I fail. I won't let life stress me. What? I'm more of like a C student. You haven't even failed, but you're still lying to people that you have 3.5 GPA. Hey! Wow, you need God. Let's get back.
Walking off.
They're walking off.
All right, my secret is that I'm completely illiterate. I never learned how to read or write.
This guy remind me of
I have
one
an
of my
imaginary
friends.
friend, which is my right hand, and his name is Jeff.
I have an imaginary friend, which is my right hand. And his name is Jeff. Wow. Wow.
And I am double jointed in both my thumbs, so it's kind of freaky.
It's kind of freaky.
I am partially red-green colorblind.
I secretly fear that I have created my son's behavioral problems.
Aww.
Anything negative about my son is my fault.
No, my sister. She said everything negative about her son is her fault. It's not, madam. If you try your best, you have tried your best. Don't stress yourself. He's probably hanging around them people called Nicholas and Matthew and Max. They are stressing his life more than you are doing, madam. Let's get back. Yeah. But it's so sad when
I love my
parents
family,
actually
but I'm
confess
absolutely
about things they have
terrified of
done
my
wrong.
father.
Oh, sorry, dear.
My secret is that my parents think that I will spend the rest of my life with them and that I will just be with them every step of the way. But in reality, I know that once I become an adult, I'm gonna get away as far away as I can.
What's people's obsession with
When I was 17, I lived in a small town in Texas. I attended a party where I was jumped by 3 men after I came out as homosexual. They cornered me, they asked me questions about my sexuality, and when I tried to walk away, one hit me over the head. I don't remember or recall anything after that. However, I was told by my friends who saw the whole thing go down that they had me on the ground and they were kicking me repeatedly. I managed to get up and run away. And I soon realized that my face was completely shattered. And I had to have multiple reconstructive surgeries on my face, and it's taken me 16 long years to get to a place where I finally feel like I am who I was meant to be because of this. It took a lot of soul searching, a lot of courage.
The thing is, everybody has to mind their business. Let someone... I just hate cruel lives. I want peace. Vote me for President 2026. I will give you peace. Aye. Very sad. I will be flogging all these criminals one by one so that I can have a peace of mind. Flog your nyash.
And God, but I managed.
Yeah. La ilaha illallah. Muhammad Rasulullah.
I have a dog and I love my dog, but sometimes I wish that I didn't have a dog.
But I do love you, man, okay? But I'm just...
Wait, let's go back.
I have a dog and I love my dog,
I have a dog,
but sometimes I wish that I didn't have a dog.
And sometimes you wish that you didn't have a dog. What do you feel like your parents what do you think your parents feel like sometimes? This is the way they feel sometimes. They love you, their son, but they wish they never had you. Now you see, regardless, you don't want a child, you get a pet, you still feel the same way. Let's get back into the video.
I do love you, man, okay? But I'm just saying.
So I don't know if you're familiar with Giardia, but it's an intestinal parasite. And this is years ago, my ex-boyfriend got these shelter cats, and one of them was kind of sick. The cat would get up in the middle of the night just screaming. It reminds me of the scene in Bridesmaids where she was just like pooping in the middle of the street in the dress, like, no, like it's happening, it's happening. That's what the cat was like.
So you are comparing your cat with some woman pooping on the street. Wow. People need God.
I'd always be the one up in the middle of the night to take care of the cat. Sure enough, the cat had Giardia. No surprise there. And a few days later, like, my stomach just felt weird. And I'm like, oh no, my bowel movements look weird. I was like, oh God, I have Giardia. This is it. It's happening. I remember like telling my ex-boyfriend, he's like, no, you're just a hypochondriac. You just think you have Giardia. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's different. Like, I know humans can get it. I just really feel like I have it. So one day I had like a really busy day at work, and I'm like out to lunch, I grab a burrito. I'm like running back to the office, trying to eat my burrito fast, get on the call. I was interviewing someone for a position, and I'm on the phone actually at the time with my ex-boyfriend, just chit-chatting, and all of a sudden I had to go. Like, I had to go. And I was talking to him, I'm like, I gotta go. I just hung up the phone on him. I couldn't even explain. And I'm like running out of office, and like the bathroom's like outside of our office suite down the hall. And I'm running to go to the bathroom, and as soon as I grab the door to go out in the hall, I'm just like, oh God, it's happening. It's happening. I was shitting myself. It was terrible.
Wow.
And I'm in the middle of the office in the middle of the day. I had to be on this call in like 5 minutes, and I just, as a grown-ass woman, had just pooped myself. And so I like run down to the bathroom. I get in the bathroom. All 3 stalls are occupied. All 3. I'm like, oh God, what do I do? And they're out of paper towels. They're out of paper.
I was going to say this girl's secret confession is dry. But oh dear. You're actually confessing in front of millions of people that you have pooped yourself and you were out of toilets to wipe. Thank God I wasn't there. But you still need God.
Towels in the bathroom. I'm just like, oh my God, this is my nightmare. How does this happen? So I run down from the bathroom back into the office to like grab my car keys to go home. My office mate
wow.
I had to have smelled. Like, it's disgusting. I had to have smelled. And so I grab my bag and I just run, and I'm like, oh no, do I take the elevator? What if I get stuck in the elevator with someone? Ended up going around the stairs, ran down to the stairs, but I'm like, how do I sit in my car? So I take my floor mat, put it in my car seat, and I'm like driving home as fast as I can. I jump into the shower, fully clothed, rinse off, change my clothes, go back to work. And yeah, I remember later that day, I was talking to someone in the office. I was like, it's like, I think I have Giardia. And she's like, you know if you had Giardia. I was like, just looked at her. I was like, I know.
Oh, sorry. And you showed yourself.
What is my secret?
Sister.
It's more than being confused and more than being...
See, I'm not making fun of. I didn't know it was a disease. Sorry. I'm very sorry for these people that have this type of disease or infection. I'm just learning about it. Sorry I laughed. Oh dear. Oh dear. But I would never confess in front of millions of people that I have a sickness that makes me poop in my pants. To be very fair and honest, and I'm sorry for all of you guys who have to go through that, but I'm being very generous. I'm being honest. Poop in my pants.
Afraid, and more than I want to find my voice and have the courage to say, you know what the Beatles say, listen, do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? And then they say, I'm in love with you. Maybe it's hard for me to love myself, but at the same time, it's happening.
Oh dear. Alright, we're done with the video, and this is a very sad and sensational video. Even when others were needed God, and they still do. It was still a very sensational and very emotional. Wow, very emotional. But I really enjoyed the video, and I hope you did. But without further ado, I wanted to show off my Inosuke shirt. Whoa! And yo guys, you better make sure this video hits multiple or millions of views so that we can bring a part 2. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notification. I will repeat myself. Without further ado, woo! Salam alaikum Juma.